Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It has been 2 weeks since my last upload. As you guys know, we had a little mishap with the old camera as well as the drone at, well, amazingly, very similar times. We have a new camera, finally. It took forever and a day to arrive. We still don't have a drone. Yeah, it might be in my better interest to not even buy another drone. As you guys know, I'm not the best pilot. So we have a lot to talk about in today's video. I need to update you guys on the issues I recently had with the RAM. We need to talk wrap, and we need to talk future mods for the RAM as well. We have had some things finally show up to the house that I've ordered online. In general, everything that I've ordered online has been arriving at a snail's pace, which, given what's going on in the world right now, that is completely understandable. Everything that is not deemed, I guess, essential is put on the back burner as far as shipping is concerned. We do have some cool things that we finally have in our possession. So let me show you guys a few things that we have now. This one is by far the most exciting one to me as of right now. In this box, we have a train horn. That's right, we have a train horn for the RAM. I've never installed a train horn on anything I've ever owned, so this is going to be pretty exciting. I've had a PA system in high school, but never a train horn. I've already previously opened this up, so not everything is going to be as nicely packaged as it once was, but bam! What? So the one I got, you can either get in chrome or a satin black. Obviously, we had to go satin black. How sick is this thing? It's massive. I wonder if this will work. Oh, no way. Okay, people are officially looking at me. That is pretty loud considering I barely blew on it. Here's the compressor. Here is the tubing that goes from the compressor to the horn. Then we have a little wiring harness and some mounting hardware and instructions. So in regards to the vinyl wrap, as you guys know, the matte indigo was a go. It was a go for the indigo. I purchased the material, and then 3M's distributor sent me a refund for the material because they are currently on back order, which leaves me to assume that 3M has transferred all their employees from the vinyl wrap division over to help with the production of masks and respirators. That was obviously a very uneducated assumption, but given what's going on right now, I really have no other ideas. But it has been 2 weeks, and we are no longer going to wait for the matte indigo to come back in stock because this truck needs to get wrapped like yesterday. So as some of you may know, I have an auto detailing and vinyl wrapping business, but it has recently been told to stop all operations as it has been deemed non-essential, which means effective immediately, I am a full-time YouTuber. Turn that notification bell on because a lot of videos are coming your way. We have a lot of cool things happening on the RAM in the very near future. So keep that bell on and look out for a lot more videos because, well, I don't have a job anymore. Even though I couldn't get my hands on the matte indigo wrap, I did pick another color that I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna love. So just wait right here 1 second. Hold on. Bam! Satin neon blue, guys. Here is the new color going on the RAM. How insane is that color? It's kind of right in the middle of purple and blue. So this is actually it's a Hexus color, not 3M, which I'm usually a fan of using, but we're going Hexus. Satin neon blue. How insane is this color? So yeah, we have the new wrap. I have 99 feet of it too, so I might have enough to do the RAM and the Civic Si, as I've already done the roof in satin black, so I'm not doing the roof. I am doing bumpers and everything else that's painted. But we might have enough to do the Civic as well. If I do, what do you guys think of matching both the Civic Si and the RAM in satin neon blue? How crazy is this color? I'm so excited. How sick is that gonna look, guys? That's so sick. I think it's about that time we attempt to install the air horn. Here we have the train horn itself, and here is the compressor, which has a black ground wire coming out of it that needs to be grounded somewhere in the engine compartment. Coming out of the train horn is a tube that we need to feed directly into the side of the air compressor, like so. Easy enough. And then here is the wiring harness that consists of a white wire, a yellow wire, a blue wire, and a red wire, which goes directly to the positive terminal on your battery. And it already has an inline fuse tapped in. So that's where the red wire goes. Then we need to ground the white wire. And then the yellow wire goes into the back of the air compressor, like so. Blue wire is the remote or the trigger wire, which is what we're going to use to tap in to the factory horn function on the Ram, so we can have them both turning on at the same time, which I think would be pretty cool. Therefore, we'll activate not only the factory horn on the Ram, but also the train horn as well for twice the loudness. I think that'd be pretty cool. So we'll tap into the fuse for the horn on the Ram with the blue wire. Step number one, anytime we're working on electronics on our vehicles, we want to disconnect the negative terminal on our battery just to avoid having any issues with shorting anything out or whatever else can go wrong. Now that I have the negative terminal taken off of the battery, I'm going to go ahead and cut off the tip of this blue wire right here, since I'm not going to be using that type of connections like that. We cut off this end piece here, that connector that we're not using. And I'm going to go ahead and expose some of the wire on the blue so I can go ahead and connect this thing in to the horn. Bam. And I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing on the white wire, as I don't really have a use for this type of connection to ground anywhere. And just like that, so now we have an exposed end on the blue and the white wire. So the blue one again is the remote wire, and the white one is going to be our ground. The next thing I'm going to do is mount this thing up inside of the engine bay vertically at a slight angle. And I found the perfect place to do that using this plate right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the horn down in there and line it up right on that plate, and then drill some holes so we can mount it up. If it's not in the way of anything down there, we should be good. It looked pretty clear from here. There we go, perfect. So now, or wait, hold on. There we go, perfect. I'll drill those two holes right there and then have this thing mounted up and then wire it in. This mounting location is perfect. So I just have one bolt in for now, which is gonna hold it just fine, but I'm more eager to wire this thing up. So let's move on to the next step and get this thing powered up. I'm gonna go ahead and tap it directly into the fuse for the horn. Until I get a fuse tapped, clean things up a little bit, that's what I'm gonna do. So it says here it's location F57. And just like that, we have the 20 amp fuse out of spot F57 right there. So what I'm gonna do for now is just wrap the blue wire around the fuse and then just kind of slip it back into where it belongs. Obviously not as ideal as we would like things to be, but it will get the job done for the time being. So let's go ahead and stick that back in there. I'm gonna go ahead and undo this bolt right here that's already being used for ground, and then throw our ground connections right behind it. This also won't be our permanent ground situation. I'm gonna go ahead and get something hooked up to that that'll clean this up a little bit too. But for the meantime, this will do just fine. Obviously not very professional looking, but it's functional, and that's all we want for now. All right. Go ahead and toss that back on there. Now I'm gonna hook our red wire up to the positive terminal on the battery. Now that we have everything pretty much installed, at least for now, like I said, we'll clean things up a bit later. Go ahead and reconnect the negative terminal on the battery, and we should be good to go. All right, let's go test this baby out. Oh my god, what? Oh my gosh, that is way too much fun. That was worth every dollar I spent. It was super cheap too. It's an Amazon train horn. I'll have it linked here in the description below. Definitely don't hesitate on getting one of these things. Let's go that way. losing control over here. So we are meeting up with our boy Gio in 25 minutes. He is 20 minutes away from our location and we don't want him to beat us there. Time to roll. Here we have some chameleon headlight tint that our boy Gio said he'll be installing today, right?
I'll try.
So this will be going over the headlights. Where else should we put it?
Do here.
And the fogs or no?
Yeah, we can do fogs, but we'd have to remove it.
Let's get to it. Clean it up and then chameleon this thing out.
Full send.
Gio is putting in that work right now.
Yeah.
Look at him go. Excellent form, I must say.
Thank you.
9.5 out of 10.
Thank you.
He just doesn't stop. Look at him go.
I gotta earn my keep, you know what I'm saying?
You already know what time it is. Best part about Vivid's films for the headlights and taillights is they're a dry ply, which is amazing. Right there. Do I see a layer or something?
Oh, I see that too.
Yeah, it seems like it's double layer.
That might be chameleon, you know what I'm saying? Like a skin over it?
You think so? Permanent.
Yeah, man.
What is up with that? That's weird. Can you see it on there?
Yeah, I can see it.
It's horrible looking. It is garbage. So I got some wrinkles in it that I could not get out with heat, and all the heat did was ruin it. I don't know if it's the chameleon, because I've used this Vivid tint before, but I guess it's different on the chameleon stuff. Not too sure. But whatever layer they put on top to make it reflective like that is not very easy to work with. Like these wrinkles right here that you see, it would easily go away with a little bit of heat. And I applied some heat and all it did was make it all wrinkly and dry.
Do you
now
think
it's
it's
just
because
crispy.
it's like that double ply?
Yeah, I think there's a 2-ply to it, yeah.
Well, at least we got this done.
The wrinkles, which would normally go away with a little bit of heat, just won't. Like normally a little kiss of heat on even the standard black Vivid lens tint would go away. And same with vinyl wrap, because it has memory. And this, all it's doing is distorting it. See how it just messed it all up? All it's doing is burning it, so. What we'd have to do is take the headlights out because.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, we gotta do a full.
Yeah, like all the way through, because if you see how there's this weird, I don't know what they would even call
it's like
this. Lip, yeah. It's kind of in the way of getting a nice stretch. So I do have the standard smoke. It is way different than the chameleon stuff.
Doesn't look bad, it's like clear, but.
It doesn't look bad clear at all, but.
Smoking it out, matching the car, you know?
It would look cool.
Yeah.
It would look cool smoked out as well, so. And it's a very light smoke too. This is the light by Vivid. They have a dark, they have light, they have dark, they have matte, and they have gloss, which this is gloss light.
Go the cheap route like me, and I just I sprayed mine, and
You know what?
it's somewhat decent.
You know what I think? I think the main issue is the chameleon is Vivid XPO, and the
Vivid Plus.
yeah Vivid Premium, Vivid Plus Premium series. Well, I'm man enough to admit when I've been defeated, and today I took that L. That's all right. It's really hard to get a good stretch with all of these panels up top and bottom in the way, so they do need to come off before we reattempt to install the film on the headlights. Now, in regards to the issues that I recently had with the truck involving the front left fog light not working, the front parking sensors malfunctioning, as well as the rear tailgate not latching up, everything was fixed in less than 24 hours. The dealership did not have my truck for very long, and they also put me into a loaner. It was also a Ram 1500. The repairs involved simply just tightening up a loose connection up front that is shared with the front left fog lamp and some or at least one of the front parking sensors. And the issue with the tailgate required nothing more than a slight adjustment of this peg right here, and we are back in business. I'm also playing with the idea of doing a bigger set of wheels and tires. Now these are an 18-inch wheel. They are wrapped in Toyo's Open Country. They're a 34 and some change by 11 and a half roughly. I might move up to a 35, go with something a little wider like a 12.5, and maybe do a 20-inch wheel like I had on the Silverado. I tried something new with this setup, doing an 18 on a relatively smaller tire, but she's looking a little top heavy at this point. I'm starting to kind of feel like I should have gone a little bit bigger on the wheels. So I might do that sometime in the near future. Do a 35-inch tire, maybe wrap them around some 20s. We'll see soon to come on that. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think these look proportionate to the size of the truck with the lift, or should we go a little bit bigger on the wheels and the tires? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to hear, because I'm thinking about it. But that is all I have for you guys today. As always, hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you guys on the next one. Till then, peace out.